Most people over 60 have no idea that their morning routine, specifically what they eat right after waking up, could quietly be ruining their legs. You might wake up, pour a cup of coffee, maybe grab some toast or skip breakfast completely. It feels harmless, right? But what if I told you that habit could be the reason why so many older adults slowly lose the ability to walk confidently, balance properly, or even get up from a chair without help? This isn't just about aging. It's about something you're doing, or not doing, every single morning. Hi, I'm Dr. Charles, and I've spent over 40 years in geriatric medicine, helping thousands of older adults fight muscle loss, poor balance, and mobility decline. And if there's one thing I've learned, it's this. Most seniors don't lose strength because they're getting older. They lose it because of routine. Because every morning, without even realizing it, they repeat the same small mistake that slowly weakens their legs. But here's the good news. You can stop that decline. You can even reverse it. And no, you don't need medication, expensive supplements, or intense workouts. All it takes is changing what you eat within the first 30 to 60 minutes after you wake up. Because that first bite? It can either kickstart muscle repair, or speed up muscle loss. In this video, I'll walk you through 5 specific breakfast foods, things you may already have in your kitchen, that have been proven to support muscle strength, nerve health, and mobility for people over 60. I'll also reveal what not to eat in the morning, common foods that seem healthy but quietly sabotage your leg strength. And I'll tell you exactly when and how to eat these foods for the best results. Before we dive into the list, if you're someone who cares about staying strong, independent, and active well into your 70s, 80s, or even 90s, take a second to hit that subscribe button. It really helps the channel grow and helps me reach more people just like you. Be sure to like this video if it's helpful so far, drop a comment if you've experienced any of the issues I talk about today. And don't forget to share it with your loved ones. Also, check out the other videos on this channel, we've got tons of practical tips for aging well. Alright, let's get back to it. Let's talk about what's going on inside your body the moment you wake up. After a full night's sleep, you've been fasting for around 7 to 9 hours. And during that time, your body still needs energy, so it starts pulling from internal resources. And here's the problem. If you're over 60, one of the first places your body taps for energy is your muscle, especially the muscles in your legs. This is known as a catabolic state, and it's a silent killer of strength. According to the National Institute on Aging, people over 60 can lose up to 33% of their leg muscle mass in just 10 years. And it often starts with small signs. You take shorter steps. Getting up from a chair feels harder. You feel unsteady, or your legs just feel heavy. You might even hesitate before walking across a room. That's not just getting older. That's muscle breakdown. And what makes it worse? Skipping breakfast. Drinking black coffee on an empty stomach. Or grabbing something fast, like white toast or sugary cereal. These options don't feed your muscles. They starve them. They spike your blood sugar, increase inflammation, and leave your body even more vulnerable to leg weakness, cramps, and falls. So what should you eat? Let's start with one of the best muscle-protecting foods you can find. Whole eggs. Food number 1, whole eggs. Now don't underestimate the power of an egg or 2 in the morning. Whole eggs are packed with leucine, a branched-chain amino acid that tells your body, hey, it's time to rebuild muscle. And older adults need more leucine than younger people to get that same muscle-building signal. In fact, a study from the University of Illinois showed that seniors who ate 2 whole eggs a day for just 8 weeks had noticeable improvements in leg strength and walking speed. That's huge. And it's not just about the protein. The egg yolk also contains vitamin D, B12, choline, and heme iron. All of which support healthy nerves, better balance, stronger coordination, and better circulation in the legs. Poor blood flow is a big reason older adults deal with tingling, numbness, and leg cramps. Eggs help fix that, naturally. So how should you eat them? Boiled, poached, or lightly scrambled is best. Avoid frying or pairing them with processed meats like bacon or sausage, those just add sodium and unhealthy fats. And please, don't skip the yolk. That's where the real power is. Food number 2, oatmeal plus chia seeds. Next up, something cozy and familiar, oatmeal. But I'm not talking about the flavored packets loaded with sugar. Real, old-fashioned oats contain beta-glucan, a type of soluble fiber that helps keep your blood sugar stable. And here's why that's important. When your blood sugar stays balanced, your body is better able to absorb the protein and nutrients that feed your muscles. Now, want to supercharge your oatmeal? Add a tablespoon of chia seeds. These tiny seeds are full of omega-3s, calcium, magnesium, and potassium, all crucial for muscle contraction, nerve signaling, and preventing cramps. Magnesium, in particular, is one nutrient many older adults are low on. It's a major reason behind early morning stiffness and those painful nighttime leg spasms. Plus, chia seeds expand in liquid, helping you stay hydrated and boosting digestion, two things that help your body absorb nutrients better. You can toss in a few slices of banana or some blueberries on top. They add flavor, fiber, and extra potassium. But if you're diabetic or watching your sugar, go for berries. They're lower in sugar and packed with anti-inflammatory antioxidants. Food number 3, bananas. Now let's talk about bananas. Some people avoid them, thinking they're too sugary. Others think they're just filler. But eaten the right way, bananas are a powerful tool for protecting your legs. One medium banana has about 400 milligrams of potassium, roughly 10% of your daily needs. Potassium is essential for smooth muscle contractions. Without it, you're more likely to have cramps, twitches, or muscle misfires, especially when you're at rest. It also helps regulate fluid balance and nerve function, two key factors for preventing falls. Now, here's a word of caution. If you have type 2 diabetes, kidney issues, or you're sensitive to sugar, don't eat a whole ripe banana by itself. Instead, go for a smaller, slightly green banana. It has more resistant starch and less sugar. Even better? Pair your banana with a protein, like stirring slices into your oatmeal or enjoying it with plain Greek yogurt. That'll slow down the sugar absorption and give your body more sustained energy. Speaking of yogurt. Food number 4, Greek yogurt. Let's move on to one of the most underrated muscle-supporting foods out there. Plain Greek yogurt. Now, Greek yogurt is different from regular yogurt. It's strained, which makes it thicker, creamier, and way more concentrated in nutrients, especially protein. 1 6-ounce, 170-gram, serving can pack up to 17 grams of high-quality protein, including plenty of casein and leucine. Why does that matter? Well, casein is a slow-digesting protein that gives your muscles a steady stream of amino acids throughout the morning. That's exactly what your body needs to stop the muscle breakdown that likely started overnight. And as we talked about earlier, leucine is the amino acid that flips the switch on muscle protein synthesis, your body's natural repair system. But that's just the beginning. Greek yogurt is also rich in calcium and vitamin D, two nutrients that help protect your bones and improve neuromuscular coordination. That's essential for anyone worried about falls, joint pain, or shaky balance. And don't forget the probiotics. Most people think of probiotics only for digestion, but they also play a big role in improving nutrient absorption and reducing systemic inflammation, both of which help your muscles and nerves function better. Now, if you're someone who doesn't do well with dairy, don't worry. There are lactose-free Greek yogurts, and even versions made with goat or sheep milk, which many people find easier on the stomach. Just stay away from the sugary, flavored versions. Added sugar interferes with protein metabolism and spikes inflammation, which is the exact opposite of what your legs need in the morning. So here's my recommendation. Have a serving of plain Greek yogurt within an hour of waking. Add in a spoonful of chia seeds for extra fiber and magnesium, toss on a few berries, and maybe a little cinnamon to help regulate blood sugar. It's quick, it's powerful, and it works. Food number 5, steamed sweet potato with mineral salt. Now, here's something you may have never thought of as a breakfast food, but it's one of my absolute favorites. Steamed sweet potato with a pinch of natural mineral salt. I know what you're thinking. Sweet potatoes? For breakfast? Yes, especially if you're over 60 and dealing with leg fatigue, cramps, or slow recovery after sleep. Sweet potatoes are full of complex carbohydrates, which means they release energy slowly throughout the morning. That helps prevent the kind of early day leg fatigue or heavy feeling many older adults experience when they first get up. Even more powerful is what happens when you add a small pinch of Celtic salt or Himalayan salt. Unlike regular table salt, these natural salts contain over 80 trace minerals, including magnesium, calcium, and potassium, all crucial for muscle contraction, nerve function, and cellular hydration. When you eat steamed sweet potato warm, with just a bit of mineral salt, it improves circulation, reduces stiffness, and helps stabilize your blood sugar before breakfast even begins. I recommend having it 10 minutes after your first glass of water in the morning, and before your main breakfast. It sets a healthy tone for the rest of your day. In fact, a 2022 study from the French Institute of Mineral Nutrition found that older adults who ate potassium and magnesium-rich breakfasts had 41% better balance scores and 50% fewer falls over just 3 months. That's not theory. That's real-life change, from something as simple as half a sweet potato. Now I know I've shared a lot of information, and you might be thinking, do I really have to overhaul my whole morning routine? The answer is no. Start small. Pick one food from today's list. Eat it consistently for a week. Then add another. You don't need to change everything overnight. Your legs don't need a miracle, they just need consistent care. But food is only one side of the equation. If you want to protect your strength, support recovery, and stay mobile, you've also got to look at what you do each morning, before you even leave the house. So let's go over 5 simple habits that, when paired with the right breakfast, will keep your legs strong, your balance steady, and your morning safer. Habit number 1, warm water plus mineral salt. Habit number 1. Drink warm water with a pinch of Celtic or Himalayan salt right after waking up. Most people wake up slightly dehydrated. And when you're over 60, that dehydration messes with your muscle function and nerve signaling, especially in your legs. Mix about 8 ounces, 250 milliliters, of warm water with 1/5 teaspoon of natural mineral salt and sip it slowly. This rehydrates your tissues, restores lost minerals, and jumpstarts circulation to your legs. If you've been dealing with morning cramps, tight calves, or stiff ankles, this one habit alone can help you feel better in less than a week. Habit number 2, 3-minute leg activation. Next, take 3 minutes to do a basic leg activation routine. You don't need any equipment, just stand near a wall or a sturdy chair. Lift one leg a few inches off the ground, hold for 10 seconds, then switch sides. Repeat this 5 times per leg. These small movements wake up the muscles, joints, and nerves in your hips, thighs, and ankles. They also activate something called proprioceptors, tiny sensors in your joints that help your brain understand where your body is in space. If your balance has been shaky, or your legs feel stiff in the morning, this habit is a game changer. Habit number 3, don't rush out of bed. Habit number 3. Stop rushing out of bed. I can't tell you how many seniors I've seen fall within the first 30 seconds of their day. Here's why. When you suddenly sit up or stand, your blood pressure drops, your brain doesn't get enough oxygen, and you might feel dizzy or off balance. Instead, take a moment. Sit up slowly. Take 3 deep breaths. Rotate your wrists and ankles. Then, when you stand, pause before you walk. It sounds simple, but it can be the difference between a safe morning and a dangerous accident. Habit number 4, early sunlight exposure. The fourth habit? Get some early sunlight. Just 5 to 10 minutes by a sunny window or outside on your porch is enough. This helps your body produce vitamin D, which supports calcium absorption, bone strength, and nerve muscle communication, especially in the hips, knees, and ankles. And since your body gets less efficient at making vitamin D with age, every bit of natural sunlight counts. Habit number 5, don't stay hungry too long. And finally, don't stay hungry too long after waking. Even if you don't feel ready for a full breakfast, have something small within the first 30 to 60 minutes. Half a boiled egg, a spoonful of yogurt, or a bite of sweet potato with salt. These little, starter, meals help switch your body out of muscle breakdown mode and into muscle repair mode. The longer you wait to eat, the more your body breaks down muscle tissue for energy, especially in your legs. Now, I know some of this might sound too simple. You might be thinking, can a glass of water, a few slow movements, and a bite of breakfast really change how my legs feel? Let me tell you, I've seen it work. I've treated patients who were ready to give up. People using walkers, afraid of stairs, hesitant to go outside. And with these exact strategies, food, timing, and morning habits, they rebuilt strength. Not overnight. But step by step, they got stronger. So let me leave you with this. Every morning, you have a choice. You can nourish and support the muscles that keep you moving. Or you can ignore them and let them slowly fade. One path leads to independence. The other leads to struggle. And the difference between the two isn't luck or age. It's action. If today's message hit home, I'd love to hear from you. Leave a comment below, tell me what your mornings look like, or what you plan to change. You never know, your story might be exactly what someone else needs to get started. And don't forget, subscribe, like, and share this video with someone you care about. In my next video, I'll go over the 3 biggest breakfast mistakes that most older adults make, foods that seem healthy, but actually make leg weakness, cramps, and fatigue even worse. Until then, I'm Dr. Charles. Stay strong. Stay steady. And as always, start your day with intention.